So you're a videographer and a potential client comes up to you and asks how much to make a video. And you say, I'm gonna create the most cinematic video for you. I have a 4K video camera and it's gonna be 15 minutes long. Pay me $1,000.
We have a functioning camera. Look at that. Ooh, it's probably amazing or some shit.
And what's that potential client gonna say? No thanks, bye. Why did that happen? Well, in this video, we're gonna talk about how to start a video production business. Let's get right into it. What's up everybody, welcome to my Zuniga Films channel where we talk about how to start and grow a successful video production business. And in this video, we're gonna talk about just that. So with me, I got my trusty iPad and we're gonna be going along, taking some notes and walking through this together. So first off, let's mention a couple myths. The first one is that cinematic footage sells. And only cinematic footage sells. In reality, the client really doesn't care. They only are looking for quality footage that does the job. We're gonna get into that later. Next thing is your gear sells. The truth is, your video gear and what kind of footage that it shoots doesn't really matter. Whether it's 1080 or 4K footage, again, it just has to look presentable and professional. Next thing is that you can sell your services without having a portfolio of video examples. And the truth is, you need to have a portfolio to show examples of your work. If you don't, it's hard for the potential client to trust you and understand that you can create the types of videos that they need. Number two is the difference between a videographer and a video consultant. So put that right here, videographer versus video consultant. If you are a videographer, most likely you know how to film and edit a video. Cool. Well, you can be easily replaced because you know how many other videographers are there? Well, there's a whole bunch and they know how to film and edit videos. So with that, you're only confined to the quality of work that you do and you can be easily replaced or passed over by potential clients. So videographer, you can film and edit, easily replaced. Now what you want to be is a video consultant, as you can see. So let's talk about it. With a video consultant, you understand that videos are marketing tools. For businesses, they help them market themselves and sell their products. Also, you must be a problem solver. A video consultant is a problem solver. So you see the problem points, the pain points that businesses are facing, that a client is facing. You're always trying to find the solution to tackle the pain points of your client, right? So think of it like this. When you go to the doctor's office, they keep asking you questions so that they can find your pain point, whatever that may be, and they're able to provide a specific solution to that pain point of yours. That's all it really is. Think of yourself as a doctor. Also, most of the time your clients have no direction on how to produce the videos, what type of videos they want, what they're gonna look like, who their target audience is, for example, how their videos are going to be edited to fit that target audience and to send the message clearly to that target audience. So I'm not saying that they don't know what they want, but most of the time when it comes to videos, they need your help for that. So that's why they're reaching out to you. And lastly, as a video consultant, you need to be a specialist. That's the best way to do it. The best people in their fields are specialists, right? So over time, it's normal for you as a videographer to do different types of projects. When I first started out, I did weddings, corporate videos, sports highlight videos. The list goes on. But over time, there's certain projects that I like to do more and a clientele that I like to work with, to where my time and the amount I'm compensated for the work I'm doing, I like and I enjoy. So for example, I don't do weddings anymore. Weddings were great as a learning tool for me when building my business, but now I niche down to do more corporate style videos and content creation for companies. Another reason why it's good to be a specialist is because you turn into the expert and the guide within that specific industry. You know the nuances, the details when it comes to creating a great video and service for that clientele. And that's why over time, you're gonna be that go-to person for a lot of clients moving forward. So for example, a financial company reached out to me. They needed videos for their business. And I started asking them questions. Who's your target audience? What type of videos do you need? What's the message that you want to provide for each of those videos? And I found out that they needed multiple videos. Some training videos for employees, some videos for their clients, and some ad videos that their marketing team can use. Knowing this, now I know the videos that they need, the style of videos, the messaging, and the overall approach when it comes to creating these videos to properly convey their message to that target audience. So I then found out that they didn't need all these videos done at once. Instead, they needed them just throughout the year. So after knowing their budget, calculating what it would cost me in terms of expenses and how much I would charge in my head, then I was able to provide them with a quote. But knowing how much it would cost them for this service, I asked them, would it be okay if we did this as a retainer service? Since it is throughout the year, you need videos on a monthly basis. Why not break this cost up for you so it's easier for you for your cash flow, instead of you having to send upfront half when it's all done? That way, I have steady cash flow, they're able to manage their finances better, and both win. So as I'm working with this client, I'm able to provide my opinion and suggestions on what types of videos will work best for the target audience and the type of messaging as well. They didn't really know the direction that they wanted to go. They pretty much left it up to me to provide them direction. And knowing this, then they see the amount that they're paying as worth it, rather than just paying a videographer just to film and edit a video. So now in their eyes, your value has increased. So remember, clients don't want a movie that just looks cool. They want a video that sells. So keep that in mind. Number 3, another thing that's very important is relationships. So as a video production company, even if you're working with another business, you're still working with people. This is a person-to-person service. So knowing that, you have to, the only way to stand out and stand apart from others is how you interact with your clients. Do you go that extra mile to provide a great service? Here's an example. If you work with a client, you just film and edit the video and give it to them and that's that. Well, what makes you stand apart? What gives them that excuse to refer you to others? If you are someone that works with a client, films the videos, edits the videos, for example, let's say you're filming for a client and you're at the end of the shoot, you're tearing down all the equipment and packing up. And let's say the client says, hey, I'm sorry, I really want to get this testimonial from one of the employees. They just showed up. Can we do this? I know you're packing up. It's easy for you to say, sorry, this is the time frame that we're supposed to be filming, we're done, I have to head out, blah, blah, blah. But let's say it's not too much of a hassle for you, and you know it's not too much of a hassle. So you take the time and say, hey, you know what? I'll quickly set this up. Let's get that testimonial. 1, it wasn't that big of a hassle for you and you know it. And 2, you just made that client feel so much better about the service and production, right? You went that little extra mile to help them, because that small action goes a long way to build lasting relationships with clients. And they'll be more than happy to refer you to others. Also, another thing to keep in mind is being reliable and consistent. Clients like to work with a video production company knowing that 1, they can show up on time, they can provide the video products on time, and they're also consistent with the service and work they provide. And number 4, what do you charge? So when a potential client asks, what do you charge for a video? What they're really asking is, how can you help me solve a problem I have with video? So with that in mind, remember, you are the solution. The way to go about this, don't sell your services as a package deal unless you've done the service consistently to know what goes into it and how you can price it. Most of the time, going the package route is not the best way to do it. Don't sell yourself on the video quality, like we said earlier, the length of video, and how cinematic you can make the video. Instead, ask the necessary questions and find out what videos they need. Knowing this, now you're able to calculate how much it's going to cost. You have to ask those necessary questions to pinpoint their problem. And once you pinpoint their problem, then you're gonna know what types of videos will help solve that problem. Once you know that number, then you're able to provide an accurate quote for that client. And also remember, you're most likely not charging enough. You're charging less than you should be. And I get it. You're not gonna be charging as much in the beginning when you're first starting out versus when you are a video production company with a team, you have more experience, and you're charging more. However, keep this in mind. Don't be a Walmart, be a Louis Vuitton. What does that mean? Let me write this down. Walmart, as you know, has cheap products. You go there to save money, right? Louis Vuitton, on the other hand, they're a specialist. They specialize in luxury, they specialize in high-end clients, and they're able to provide a better service doing so. If you try to get into a price war, that's gonna lead you down to the very bottom, and that's not a place you wanna be. If a client says, well, that price you offered is too much, I'm gonna get another videographer that I know who is much cheaper. The last thing you wanna do is say, well, you know what, I can do it at this price for less. Once you do that, you're done for.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
The client now sees you different. They don't see you as that person who first proposed their price. They now see you as devalued. This is what you should say instead. We totally understand if you want to go with them. Just know that this is how much our service costs. However, in the future, if you do need our service, feel free to reach back and we'll be more than happy to help. Because once you do that, you have placed the value on your service and people will respect that. And over time, you will attract the clientele that you want to work with to where they will pay what your service costs and it'll be worth your time. So remember, be the Louis Vuitton, not the Walmart. So when a client asks, how much do you charge for a video? What they're really asking is, can you help me solve a problem I'm having with my business with video? So I'm gonna be going more in depth in this topic on a later video, but now you know that if you want to start a video production business, you need to cross the bridge from being a videographer to a video consultant. You have to ask the necessary questions. Think like a doctor. It's okay to ask a whole bunch of questions because you're trying to diagnose what the problem is that your client is facing. And lastly, you have to be the solution for your client. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And Maybe share this with a videographer that you may know that wants to start their own video production business. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.